I'm doing this quick video to go through the Charities Regulator Group Registration Pack and its contents. In this video, I'm going to go through the registration pack itself that was emailed to group leaders and group secretaries on the 22nd of October and explain the different documents that are contained in it so that none of them get overlooked by the groups. I won't be going through the step-by-step guide of the actual registration process, but I do plan to do that in another video in a few weeks' time. In this video, I'll be screen sharing a number of documents, and the first one I'll go through is the pack document itself. So I'm just going to open that up now. So there's a 7-page document. The first couple of pages, I suppose, or the first page is a preamble of how we got here, and also asking groups if they have any questions. There's a dedicated email address there, or send it on to their support officers in the province. There's also a dedicated section on the website. The link can be found here. And then also just about the Charities Regulator and what their role is, I suppose, in that. The documents that I'll be going through, a lot of them are in PDF form, which is actually fillable. So they're actually able to, which means that the group will be able to enter the name and any local information into the document in the shaded boxes provided. I'm just going to show you that now, an example of that. So hopefully that's come up there now. This is the group membership policy. So on top, you put in the group name. So just want to sample. And then in the bottom, there's a shaded box as well also. And you can say the local. And so that should work for everybody, let's say that. But if you're having difficulty with that, what I've also included in the pack is a link to download Adobe software, which will let you do that. Again, if you're having difficulty with that, just don't hesitate to contact the email address and we'll get you sorted, or contact your local support officer and we will get it sorted. So the first document listed in the pack is the group constitution, and this is the governing document for the group. In the document itself, the group needs to enter the group's name into this document and in the 2 places on page 1. The group name will be written the same way as it appears in the membership management system. So number, county, local area or sign name, and Scout group after. Example would be Tordmon and Carmacross Scout group, as you saw in the group membership policy that I did a minute ago. The second document then is the group charter, and this is it outlines the relationship between Scouting Ireland and the Scout group. This document doesn't need to be edited in any way. There's no need for your name or anything like that. I suppose it's a generic document throughout between the groups and Scouting Ireland. Document 3 is the group strategic and business plan, and this document is actually in Word format, as each group may need to add a number of details to it to reflect what the plans are for the group for the next 12 to 24 months. These things may include the development of Scout Den or a big international camp that may be happening. Also, if the group has its own property or potential revenue making asset, like maybe a climbing wall or something like that, this is the document where it explains how the asset is managed and fits into the structures of the group. If you need any more clarification on that, I suppose talk to your support officer or email the email address. The group budget then is the projections of the current Scouting year going forward, so the 2021. Given the unpredictability of the pandemic and the high possibility of this year not being a normal Scouting year, we'd be recommended using the accounts from a number of recent normal Scouting years, to put it mildly, to put these projections together. The budget is also included in the group strategic and business plan, as you can see in that document. The group accounts then are the accounts that are submitted to the county treasurer every year, and the accounts that the regulator is looking for this year is the September 19 to August 2020. So these are the accounts probably you're working on at the minute and can be included in the application. Then there are a number of policies. These include, the conflict of interest policy, the group concessions policy, and the group membership policy. And the group council, I suppose, need to discuss and edit and adopt these policies for the registration process. And in each of the document, it gives examples of how these policies are what these policies would look like. So an example of a concessions policy would be the concession of fees for members of the same family. So if there's siblings, a number of siblings from the same family in the group, and there's concessions, I suppose, that they don't pay as much fees as other people, let's say, whatever, then that needs to be outlined in the policy. If you need any clarification on that, just please ask. So since every Scout group work with young people, there are a number of documents that need to be uploaded during the registration process, all of which the group should already have in place. So there shouldn't be a huge amount of work with this. But these are the safeguarding statement, the safeguarding risk assessment, and the safeguarding policy, which in Scout in Ireland's case is the code of good practice. So these documents you should have locally, and it's a matter of just uploading them when registering. Then there is the trustee declaration. Each trustee needs to sign this declaration, which is a standard form for every charity. Also attached to this mailing is the trustee insurance policy. Our insurers are at the minute preparing a presentation for Scout in Ireland groups on this policy and what it covers, and we hope this will be ready in the coming weeks. Then also there's a step-by-step guide which goes screen by screen how to register on the online portal. And in that'll be included in the next video in a couple of weeks' time, and to make sure that there's nothing missed in that. There's then common mistakes, stumbling blocks. This is a short document which gives a number of examples of mistakes that groups make when filling out an application on the online portal. Please take a look, and if you need any clarification, just ask. Then the rest of the document is outlines a number of things that the group will need to have in place for the registration. These include trustee details, addresses and the likes, bank account details, summary of planned activities and that. And also then after that, then the document goes through what are the next steps for registration. Things like that, create an account with the Charities Regulator online portal, and also then what the group council needs to do as well, meet and agree the local policies as well. So there at the bottom then there's the dedicated email address again. So if you have any questions about this pack or any of the documents contained in it, please don't hesitate to ask. And also, if you have also your support officers there to help you in any steps as well. Okay, thank you very much.